Hello everyone, myself Ami Mehta, and here we are discussing in operating system that what is deadlock avoidance. So deadlock is a condition in which there are two processes is in stuck condition, that one process is requesting for a resource which is held by another process, and the situation is none of the any process is continue their task. So this is the condition where deadlock occur. So how we can do avoidance of it? So let us discuss what is deadlock avoidance. So in most system, however, resources are requested one at a time. The system must be able to decide whether granting a resource is safe or not. Only make the allocation when it is safe. What is the meaning of safe? Is that there is no risk of deadlock occurred. So a state is said to be safe if it is not deadlocked and there is some scheduling order in which every process can run to completion if all of them suddenly request their maximum number of resources immediately. So there is one algorithm for multiple resources, that how we can avoid the deadlock using this algorithm. So the algorithm name is Banker's algorithm for multiple resources. So there are process A, B, C, D, and E. There is a one resource which is tape drives, plotter, printers, and CD-ROMs. So the first table is used as a assigned resources, and the second table indicate that resource is still needed. For example, process A acquired 3 tape drives, 1 printer, and 1 CD-ROM, and it still needed 1 tape drive, 1 plotter. Again, same as for process B, it acquired 1 plotters, but it still needed 1 plotters, 1 printers, and 2 CD-ROMs. Likewise, for process C, it acquired 1 tape drive, 1 plotter, 1 printer, but it still needed 3 tape drives, 1 plotter. For process D, it acquired 1 tape drive, 1 plotter, and 1 CD-ROM, but it needed still 1 printer. And the last one, process E, does not acquire any resources, but it required 2 tape drives, 1 plotters, and 1 printer. So this is the whole chart of the what process is already acquired or resources assigned to that processes, or what resources are still needed. Okay, so this is the graph of it. Now what it says that this is the number of resources that still needed to complete particular process. So algorithm for checking to see if a state is safe, look for row R whose unmet resource needs all less than A. So if no such row exists, system will eventually deadlock since no process can run to completion. For example, here what is here A? So there is a still remaining resources. So this is the total resources 6342. So there are total 6 tape drives, there are total 3 plotters, 4 printers, and 2 CD-ROMs. Now from that total tape drive 3 plus 1 plus 1, which is equal to 5, is already assigned. Same for plotter, there are 1 plus 1 plus 1. There are total 3 plotters are already assigned. Here 1 plus 1, already 2 printers are assigned to the processes. Now 1 plus 1, 2 CD-ROMs are already assigned. So total resources are 6342. 6 tape drives, 3 plotters, 4 printers, and 2 CD-ROMs. From that 53222, which means 5 tape drives, 3 plotters, 2 printers, and 2 CD-ROMs are already assigned. Now the remaining resources are 1, 0, 2, 0. Now let us check whether this situation is in deadlock or not. First we see the row value, that there is any row value which is less than this 1, 0, 2, 0. So yes, there is one a row which is less than this 1020 is this process D. So it requires only one printer to complete that process. So that from two printers are available, we assigned one printer to the process D so that it can complete that process. So process D now complete. So it will free one more tape drive, one plotter and one CD-ROM from here, as well as one printer from here, as process D is complete. So from this table, from this graph, we can check that either it is in safe state or not. Assume process of row chosen request all resources it needs and finish. Mark process as terminated and add all its resources to the vector A. So now we have to repeat steps 1 and 2 until either all process is marked terminated or no process left with resource needs can be met. So here what we do, 1 0 1 0 2 0 are already there. We are adding 1 1 and this one 1. So here it become 2 1 3 1. Okay, so now the vector A become 2 1 3 1. So now D is complete. Now we have to check less than this process. So any row has the value less than this value. So yes, there is a process which is a process A, and the process also process number E. They both have the value which is less than this vector A. So either process A can complete or either process E can complete. After completion of that process, all the resources that acquired by that process is now free and it will add it to the vector A. So these two steps continued until the all process is finished. Okay, so this is the Banker's algorithm for multiple resources. Now, what is the drawback of it? So, in practice, this algorithm is essentially useless because processes rarely known in advance what their maximum resource needs. So, in advance, we cannot define that the processes that what their maximum resources are required. In addition, the number of processes is not fixed but dynamically varying as new user log in and out. So here we fixed that number of processes is A, B, C, D and E, but actually this is not fixed in real time. So furthermore, resources that were thought to be available can suddenly vanish also. So as we are thinking that we have 5 tape drives, but suddenly one tape drive can break. So now the resources are not available, which or less available than actually we are considering. So thus in practice, few if any existing systems use the Banker's algorithm for avoiding deadlock, but actually it is somehow not feasible to use this algorithm. Okay, so this is the deadlock avoidance and one algorithm for multiple resources to avoid deadlock, and we discuss what is the drawback of it. Thank you.